Today's episode of Aquatic Wetline is brought to you by Oasis Aquatics. Find your oasis today. Find your next fish at oasisaquaticsnj.com. Check out Oasis Aquatics on Facebook and Instagram.
From the hit series Life in the Amazon comes an all-new spin-off focused on animal life centering on the African rivers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Life in Africa. From the intimidating Nile crocodile with its razor-sharp teeth and its predatory instincts to the gorgeous African cichlids and tropical fish. To the hungry hippos, the mighty lions, friendly zebras, and the tall reticulated giraffes, every animal from Africa will be discussed. Life in Africa goes live right now. Please press start.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Life in Africa. I'm your host, Aqua Alex CARDINALE. Before we start today's show, I want to welcome a brand new audience to our show. I want to welcome those of you who are watching from the new Facebook fish keeping group that I am a admin of. Welcome, Georgia Aquatics and Exotics. This is my very first live stream on Georgia Exotics and Aquatics. Anyway, welcome to this episode of Life in Africa. Tonight on Life in Africa, we're going to talk about another air-breathing fish from Africa. It is another unique oddball fish that is one of my personal favorites. It's a fish that is very popular in the aquarium hobby, and it is a very prehistoric fish. Last week, we discussed the lungfish here on Life in Africa. This week, we're going to talk about the lungfish's cousin, and we're going to talk about Polypterus, aka bichirs. Bichirs are one of my favorite unique oddball fish from Africa. There are many different types of bichirs, but I would say my personal favorite Polypterus would be a ornate Polypterus, an Enlacheri Polypterus, a Delhaize Polypterus, and a Senegal bichir. Those would be my favorite types of bichirs. All right, so tonight I'm going to have information on Polypterus. I'm going to talk about the different types of Polypterus, and then I will talk about caring and keeping for the bichirs in home aquariums. And as usual, I will have photos and videos of bichirs for you. If you have any questions on Polypterus, please feel free to post them in the comments, and I will be sure to answer your questions. And if you love Polypterus, let me know what you like about Polypterus bichirs in the comments as well. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get this show started right now. Here is some information on Polypterus. Polypterus is a genus of prehistoric fish found in Central and Northern Africa, known for being one of the oldest groups of fish. They have retained a similar structure for up to 100 million years. Since their scientific discovery in 1802, Polypterus have been subject to intense research into their prehistoric origins, almost as a window into the past. Biologists have found that Polypterus, common name bichirs, have many structures and features not seen in any other fish alive today. The group is also a popular choice for aquariums with their prehistoric features, often being likened to dinosaurs, and for good reason. They make for a great addition to many aquaria and are relatively easy to keep. Polypterus is a genus of freshwater fish in the bichir family, Polypteridae. Fish in this genus live in various areas in Africa. Polypterus is the only known vertebrate to have lungs but no trachea. And the Polypterus is related to the African lungfish. In shallow water, Polypterus inhales primarily through its spiracle, which is also known as a blowhole. Exhalation is powered by muscles in the torso. During exhalation, the bony scales in the upper chest become indented. When the muscles are relaxed, the bony scales spring back into position, generating negative pressure within the torso, resulting in a rapid intake of air through the spiracle. The air is nearly sufficient to fill the lungs. This is followed by one cycle of buccal mouth pumping, which tops off the lungs with the surface air from buccal pumping process discharged through the pharynx. According to one hypothesis, deviant tetrapods may have inhaled in this way. Polypterus was discovered, described, and named in 1802 by Etienne Geoffrey St. Hilaire. Naturalists were unsure whether to regard it as a fish or an amphibian. If it were a fish, what type was it? Bony, cartilaginous, or lungfish? Some people regard Polypterus as a living fossil, part of the missing link between fish and amphibians, helping to show how fish fins have evolved to become paired limbs. Polypterus have rarely been bred in captivity. The first success was that of Polypterus senegalis by Arnold in 1964. A species spawned repeatedly since, and Polypterus senegalis, or the Senegal bichir, is the most commonly captive-bred bichir. Shortly after Arnold's success, a second species, one of my personal favorites, Polypterus oronate, or the oronate bichir, was spawned by Armburst for the first time, and this happened in 1966 and 1973, and was bred subsequently by Azuma in 1986, another gentleman by the name of Wolf in 1992, and by a person by the name of Barch and Brits in 1996. The third species successfully spawned in captivity was Polypterus enlecheri by Azuma in 1995. So far, the Senegal, the Dalhousie, the oronate, and the enlecheri are among the captive-bred bichirs. But now in 2024, there are many varieties of bichirs that have been captive-raised and captive-bred. The name Polypterus translates as many fins, referring to one of their most obvious features, the multiple dorsal finlets along their back. Other notable features include a snake-like body with large pectoral fins, which are used for locomotion and give the Polypterus a very distinct method of swimming. The tail is used when a burst of speed is needed. The Polypterus share certain features with other similar ancient fish. They have the tough ganoid scales that are also found on gars, and they have the externally protruding nostrils of the bowfin, and they also have a lung and modified swim bladder, much like the lungfish. Now, like I said earlier, the Polypterus possesses a modified swim bladder. a lung-like structure split horizontally into two sections. This enables them to take supplementary gulps of air from the surface, a useful adaptation in water with a low oxygen content. So a lot of the water that they live in Africa has a low oxygen level to it. A few of the Polypterus species, or bikers as they're commonly known, find their way quite regularly into the aquarium trade. These include Dalhousie, Ornate, Palmas, and Senegal. Also, for the larger bikers, it includes the Enlacheri and the Lap biker, which I believe is known as the Lapaldi biker. Other species are less commonly encountered. Of the commonly available ones, the Ornate biker is considered particularly striking, and the Palmas and Senegal bikers are usually widely available and inexpensive. So that is some great information on bikers to get this show started. Now, let's talk about keeping and caring for bikers in the home aquarium. So let's learn about keeping these guys in the home aquarium. And here's some good information I found about keeping bikers in the home aquarium. Keeping Polypterus in the home aquarium is not difficult. It is, as with any fish, bikers have needs that they need catered for. They should not be kept with overly aggressive fish, such as large snakeheads or cichlids. Snakeheads are illegal in the United States. This is not a problem for us. Suitable tank mates could include knifefish, datnoids, large barbs such as tinfoil barbs and bala sharks, silver dollars, and medium-sized catfish. Note that some sucker-mouth catfish, such as plecos, may harass Polypterus by trying to suck on their bodies. They can usually be kept with any non-aggressive fish that are too large to swallow, as they do not show aggressive behavior towards other species. So the great thing about bikers is they get along with pretty much anything that is too big to be eaten. Now, Polypterus rely mainly on smell to sense the presence of food in the water and will usually emerge from their resting place when food is placed in the aquarium. They will then meander in the general direction of the food until they virtually bump into it. At times, they may pass over the food and then slowly retreat to retrieve it, having sensed something they missed. Although they are sometimes described as ferocious predators or similar, Polypterus are largely opportunistic feeders. That is not to say they will not eat smaller fish given the opportunity. And later on in the show, you're going to see a biker eating a swordtail. Their slow movement and poor eyesight might lead one to believe that they would be incapable of catching mid-water fish, but they can move remarkably quick when necessary. Small fish would be in the greatest danger when resting near the bottom at night when the Polypterus are most active. So let's talk about the diet of Polypterus. Bikers are really easy to feed. You can feed them virtually anything. Some Polypterus will take to pellets. Some Polypterus will eat market shrimp and tilapia and frozen bloodworms and frozen brine shrimp. You can also feed them earthworms, guppies. You can also feed them krill. So bikers and Polypterus in general are a very easy fish to feed. Now, bikers do get pretty large. The Senegal biker can get a foot long, while most can get 18 to 24 inches in length. So therefore, they do require a large aquarium. So I would say for bikers, you're looking at least 75 gallons and larger. As far as tank mates for the biker goes, I mentioned it earlier in the show, but good tank mates for bikers could be silver dollars, Oscars, tinfoil barbs, bala sharks, and other large fish that are too large to be eaten. So that's keeping and caring for bikers. Now, the biker species that I have kept in the past include the Oronate biker, the Delhaize biker, and the Senegal biker. I have yet to keep the Enlacheri biker, and that's the biker that I really want to get. So one day I will get an Enlacheri biker. But I do have the Oronate biker coming in really soon. I've got an Oronate biker coming in from my sponsor, Oasis Aquatics, and that's going to be incredible. All right, so now let's talk about the different species of Polypterus, and we'll talk about the species of Polypterus that are most common in the aquarium hobby. These are the ones that are most commonly available in the aquarium hobby. Up first, we have the Delhaize biker. Now, the Delhaize biker looks very similar to the Enlacheri biker, but it stays a lot smaller than the Enlacheri biker. This is one of my favorite bikers. It's a very, very cool biker, the Delhaize biker. The Delhaize biker can reach up to 14 inches, and it is found in Central Africa. You'll find the Delhaize biker in the Congo River, Upper and Middle Congo River. And then you have another biker species that looks just like the Delhaize, but it's a much larger growing biker, and that is the Enlacheri biker. This is one of my dream bikers. I'd say this biker kind of looks like Grouchy, the guy from Sesame Street. Very adorable. You gotta love the Enlacheri biker, one of my favorite bikers. And I definitely will have them in the future. Now, the Enlacheri biker can get 24 inches and sometimes even larger. So this is a very large growing biker. Most bikers in the upper jaw family, I believe, or lower jaw family, one of the two, they get large. And the Enlacheri biker is the most common of the large ones that are available. The Enlacheri biker can get 24 inches, and you'll find them in Nigeria, Lake Chad, and the White Nile River. All right. Up next, we've got the Oronate biker. This is my all-time favorite biker. The Oronate biker can grow up to 18 inches, sometimes pushing 2 feet. But the biggest I've ever seen was 18 inches in length. But yes, the Oronate biker can definitely reach 2 feet. And you'll find the Oronate biker in Central and East Africa. They can be found in the Congo River Basin and Lake Tanganyika. So they live in one of the lakes where one of my favorite African cichlid lives, the Frontosa. The Oronate biker, very beautiful fish. And the last biker we're going to discuss, perhaps the most common biker in the aquarium hobby, and that is the Senegal biker. The Senegal biker is very nice. The Senegal biker can get 12 to 16 inches in length, and they are found in Africa. They are found in East Africa, West Africa, and Central Africa. So the Senegal biker is all over Africa. It is a very, very abundant biker in Africa. So those are the different types of bikers. Such beautiful fish. All right, let's see. We have a live comment here. Fish and Things, Miss Lando's in the house. Hey, Fish and Things Orlando. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're enjoying this live stream. All right, enough of me talking about Polypterus. I gave out some great information on Polypterus. Now it's time to see Polypterus in action. Now it's time for the fun part of life in Africa. It's time to see photos and videos of Polypterus. So first, let's get to our photos, and then I'll get to my first 3 videos of bikers, and then we'll take our intermission, and then we'll have our final 3 videos of bikers. So I've got about 10 photos and 6 videos of bikers to share with you. So here is our first biker photo, and this is a rope fish. I forgot to mention that rope fish are actually in the family of Polypterus. Ropefish are very cool, oddball fish. But the thing about ropefish is that they can crawl out of your aquarium with ease. I had one in my very first 125. I loved it, but it crawled out, and I was sad when it crawled out and passed away. I definitely would get another one, though. They are a pretty cool fish, and they're very similar to a biker. They're in the biker family. Very, very cool. Here is a very beautiful Delhaize biker. I love the patterns that Delhaize bikers have. Very, very cool. They're also known as the Royal Tiger biker. Some fish stores will sell them as the Royal Tiger biker. Here is a very beautiful marbled biker, Polypterus pauli. It kind of looks like an ornate biker a little bit. It's got the gold in the fins like an ornate biker. Very, very cool. And then we've got some different species of bikers here. We've got one ornate biker that looks like a Senegal and a couple of other species of bikers. And then we've got some monster bikers here. Very, very cool. I see a lap in there. I see some Enlacheri from different regions in there. Very, very cool. And the cool thing about the Enlacheri is if they're wild caught, you can get various regions, and each individual region has different looking Enlacheris, which is pretty cool. Here is a baby Enlacheri biker. Very, very cool. They are one of the most adorable bikers in my personal opinion. I think they're a great looking biker. And this is a beautiful biker. This is a species that is relatively new to me. So I'd love to come across one of these in the home aquarium. Very, very cool. And then we've got a gorgeous ornate biker. The ornate biker is one of the most attractive of all bikers. Another beautiful adult ornate biker. And then here we've got a very stunning Enlacheri. Now, the Enlacheri bikers have a much larger jaw than the Delhaize. If you take a look at the jaw of the Enlacheri in this photo, and let me compare it to the Delhaize. So, the Delhaize here. So that's one way you can tell the difference. Look at the jaw difference. So the jaw is very different in the Delhaize than it is the Enlacheri. It's almost like the Enlacheri's jaw is a lot bigger and a lot heavier. So that's very cool. Cool way to tell the difference. Plus, the Enlacheri, when they get full grown, will dwarf the Delhaize. And this is a very beautiful biker as well. Very, very cool fish. So those are all the photos of bikers that I've got for you. Now it's time to go swimming with the fishes. Now it's time to go swimming with the bikers. So now I'm going to show off some pretty cool biker videos that I found on Facebook. And when I say biker videos, I'm not talking about guys riding on motorcycles. I'm talking about fish. So our first biker video is of a Senegal using its natural instincts to eat a smaller fish. As I mentioned earlier in the show, bikers will not hesitate to take out small tank mates. And here's a good example of that.
There's Cookie Monster. He just caught a swordtail that I put into, out of all the cichlids in this tank, the Polypterus caught 2 swordtails in a row. I wasn't expecting it, so this time I got the camera, and he's done. He finished it. He finished 2 1.5-inch long swordtails. Crazy. I don't know how he did it. I had previously thought him to have inferior skills, but he's proven me wrong.
So that's pretty cool. So be very careful when keeping small fish with bikers. Now here is a beautiful ornate biker. Very gorgeous. You've got to love the ornate biker. And here are some very large endlet cherry bikers. All right, so those were our first 3 videos. Let's go ahead and take a quick intermission, which is being brought to us by our supporter, Oasis Aquatics. Looking for some Polypterus? Oasis Aquatics has some beautiful Senegal bikers in stock right now, and I believe they also have some ornate bikers. Just go to oasisaquaticsnj.com. So during this intermission, we're going to hear a word from Oasis Aquatics, and then find out about some special upcoming live streams right here on my YouTube channel, The Real Alex Cardinale, including this Saturday's 100th episode of Saturday Live. When I come back, I've got 3 more videos of Polypterus just for you to watch. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on Life in Africa.
So my name is Tom. I started fish keeping when my grandfather dug a fish tank out of the attic when I was about 5 years old.
So my name's Matt. I'm part of Oasis Aquatics. Been doing this for a long time. Started when I was about 7 years old. 22 years of doing this business.
I'm 29 years old now. I never stopped. There wasn't a day in between where I did not think about fish keeping.
I was doing a vet tech job for many years. Eventually I stopped that because this is my passion in my life.
Matt and I have known each other far too long, as many friendships should be.
And you're like, you know what? We need a fish store. There's no fish stores around here. So we had to make it easy access for everyone, to have many varieties from the little small stuff for everyone to the monster fish keeper people.
No matter what it is that you're looking to do, we can provide it for you.
Hey fish keepers, Aqua Alex Cardinale, owner and founder of Facebook Fish Keeping Group. Yep, we like fish keeping. My goal today is to invite you to join my Facebook group. Yep, we like fish keeping. We welcome fish keepers from all over the world. We welcome fish keepers of all ages. On Yep, we like fish keeping, you can post photos and videos of your tropical fish. You can ask tropical fish questions. You can share your Facebook fish groups on Mondays and Fridays. And you can also interact with other fish keepers. This group is just starting, so help us grow. Check out Yep, We Like Fish Keeping on Facebook, or click the link in the episode description.
Alex Cardinale invites you to the 100th episode of Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale. The 100th Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale airs Saturday, June 29, 2024 at a special start time of 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be a party and lots of fun to celebrate 100 episodes of Saturday Live. 100 Saturday Live is being sponsored by Oasis Aquatics, and there will be an Oasis Aquatics giveaway. One fish keeper will walk away with a special prize. There will also be an Oasis Aquatics store tour. Aqua Alex welcomes 2 fish keepers to the party as special guests. Jeremy Lady and Brandon King will chat fish keeping with Aqua Alex on 100 Saturday Live. Plus, special cameo appearances. Chef Alex will be on hand to make homemade red velvet cake perfect for 4th of July festivities. All that and more. 100 Saturday Live airs Saturday, June 29, 2024 at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on YouTube channel The Real Alex Cardinale.
Are you ready? Are you ready to party? Are you ready for Saturday Live to celebrate 100 episodes? This Saturday, live at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, it's the 100th episode of Saturday Live, and you're invited to join the party. Special guest fish keepers Brandon King and Jeremy Leahy will be part of the show as they discuss their love of the tropical fish hobby. The 100th episode of Saturday Live is brought to you by Oasis Aquatics, and you'll get a virtual store tour of Oasis Aquatics. There will be an Oasis Aquatics unboxing from Aqua Alex and an Oasis Aquatics giveaway where the winner will walk away with $50 store credit. Plus, Chef Alex shows you how to make Pop-Tart ice cream sandwiches. The local South Florida business will be Flanagan's Restaurant, and there will be cameo appearances from some special guests. All that and more as we celebrate 100 episodes of Saturday Live. Live this Saturday, June 29th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific on YouTube channel The Real Alex Cardinale. Are you ready? Are you ready to Howdy, y'all. American Alex Cardinale here. It's my favorite time of year, Independence Day and 4th of July. I am hereby inviting you to check out American Sunday Live. American Sunday Live with Alex Cardinale airs Sunday, July 6th at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. On American Sunday Live with Alex Cardinale on 4th of July weekend, Chef Alex is back, and Chef Alex will show you how to make red velvet cupcakes. WWE fan Alex Cardinale will be on the show, and WWE fan Alex Cardinale will recap that weekend's Money in the Bank event. Plus, Alex will have American topics, including American-made products and how America has evolved. The animal of the world will be the bald eagle. Aqua Alex will discuss fish that are native to the United States of America and more. It's the 4th of July American Saturday Live, except this year it's taking place on a Sunday. American Sunday Live with Alex Cardinale, July 6th, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We'll see you as we celebrate 4th of July weekend. Yeehaw! Welcome back to Life in Africa. Tonight on Life in Africa, we are talking about Polypterus, a.k.a. bichirs, the cousin of the lungfish. Now, before the intermission, I gave you some information on Polypterus, and we saw photos of Polypterus, and we saw the first 3 videos of Polypterus, and now we're going to see the remaining 3 videos of bichirs that I have for you. So here is our next video. So those were some cool Delhaize bikers. Now here is a cool biker community aquarium that I found on Facebook. It's actually a feeding video. Here are some different biker species feeding. So that was a pretty cool biker community with different species of bikers. Well, here is our final video for this episode. All right, and that is everything for you on Polypterus. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Life in Africa. If you did enjoy this episode, please be sure to smash that like button and share this episode on social media so other Polypterus and biker lovers can see this great episode. I appreciate your view. Thank you all for tuning in. On the next episode of Life in Africa, we're going to talk about one of the famed toothy cherisons from Africa, one of the famed predators of the African lakes and rivers. On the next episode of Life in Africa, we will talk about the African tigerfish, such as the Bichirs tigerfish and the Goliath tigerfish. So get ready to learn about the African tigerfish on the next episode of Life in Africa. And to learn about lungfish and other African creatures, check out my Life in Africa playlist right here on my YouTube channel, The Real Alex Cardinale, and go under playlist Life in Africa to see our previous 9 episodes. With that being said, have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Happy fish keeping and enjoy your Polypterus in
Thank you for watching this live stream on the Real Alex Cardinale YouTube channel. We hope you enjoyed today's live stream. Whether you learned about tropical fish, a crime, an American tragedy, or had fun on Saturday Live, your view is what keeps the great content coming. Thank you for supporting Alex Cardinale and watching this live. It's hard to believe we are quickly approaching 11 years together. Get ready for a big 11-year celebration taking place in New Jersey. Special thanks to our sponsor Oasis Aquatics for helping our channel grow. Looking for quality tropical fish? Check out oasisaquaticsnj.com. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Share this video on social media and let your friends view too. Remember, sharing is caring. Subscribe for more awesome videos. Thanks for watching and stay legendary. Goodbye for now. We will see you on the next live.